as we get started to thank everybody for all their efforts in making this the community that it is. And in particular, I want to acknowledge the volunteers, our parents and our grandparents who volunteer in so many different ways throughout our school as parts of our PTC committees, on our development committee, and working in our classrooms, in the lunchroom, in our parking lot, lunchtime speakers, field trips, holiday celebrations, grade coordinators, you name it. Without the efforts of our volunteers, without the hard work of our parents and our grandparents and all the people who are part and parcel of who we are, we wouldn't be able to provide the amazing services and the amazing experiences that we do for children. And I count myself as particularly blessed because I get to work not only with an amazing board who act as partners and leaders, but with an amazing PTC, an amazing group of parents who work every day to make sure that this is not only the best Jewish school in the country, but the best school. It has been an incredible honor to work with each of you over the course of this year and to have all of the amazing contributions that each of you do each and every day. So I want to take a moment right now to thank you for that, and to thank especially the work of not just our PTC, but specifically our PTC chair, our president, Tracy Ankin, who has been an amazing partner and an amazing blessing to be able to work with. Tracy, thank you for everything you do and have done, and thank you for leading this remarkable group of people that help us be the school that we are.
Okay. Thank you so much, Gary. Greatly appreciate that. I am going to take my remarks now to thank a lot of people, including you, Gary, and I'm going to talk a little bit about The Last Dance on ESPN, which my family thoroughly enjoyed during this pandemic. So, Gary, you took on coaching our team, just like Phil Jackson did as head coach of the Chicago Bulls in 1989. Not only are you similar in stature, but also demeanor. Your ability to join our community, become fully immersed in it, and lead during these unprecedented times has been truly remarkable, and you are greatly appreciated. Similar to Jackson, you have put our BZ teachers, staff, and students in the best possible position to succeed. It has truly been a pleasure getting to know you and a blessing partnering with you and your staff this year. I wanted to especially thank Abby Aloni, Karen Levitt, and Stephanie Bloom, and Lauren Almafti, Leon Kovitz, and many, many more. And I now want to just thank all of you as volunteers, especially the PTC exec team. Last summer at our exec gathering at my house, I stated that I was looking forward to an imperfectly perfect year. Wow, I had really no idea how imperfect it was going to be. We did, however, have a year filled with meaningful volunteerism and increased community engagement while supporting our school initiatives, fundraising, and Jewish values. While this was more of an imperfect year than any of us could have ever imagined, this truly was an unprecedented year similar to the Chicago Bulls' last dance. And I thank our entire PTC for all of your hard work, commitment, and dedication to our team and community. While the PTC will most definitely experience its changes this upcoming year due to the pandemic, similar to the Bulls of the Michael Jordan era, it is an exciting time to pivot accordingly, set new plays, and strengthen our community bonds. We'll make some passes and we'll take some timeouts, all of which will absolutely result in many slam dunks and most certainly another winning year. A special thank you to our Bernard Zell Board of Trustees, led by Debbie Cooper and Jim Hirshhorn. Like Jerry Reinsdorf, owner of the Bulls, you have been incredibly dedicated, mindful, and forward-thinking this year, and I thank you for being truly amazing strategic partners and leaders. To our advancement team, thank you for all that you do every minute of every day, this past year and daily as you continue to do for our community. Marna, similar to Jerry Krause, GM of the Bulls, your ability to draft and lead the winning team is truly exemplary. Rachel Fenton and Rachel Charlotte, you literally make the PTC function with your leadership, grace, guidance, and dedication. You are truly the secret ingredients to our success. Brian, while you were the rookie on the team this past year, you certainly won MVP. Thank you and Abby for taking our marketing and communications to a much needed and championship level. Katie and your team, your recruiting talents and community engagement skills are the best in the league. Candace, thank you for meeting all of our data needs and all of our crazy requests. And we know most of them came very last minute. Now I'd like to thank our PTC executive team, starting with Claudia Mendelson. Claudia, thank you for being an incredible president ex officio. You selected an incredible, fantastic parent nominating committee of dedicated volunteers, which resulted in an amazing new PTC executive slate, which Elana will introduce a little bit later. So similar to Jerry Krause, your leadership and diligence drafted and created our dream team for next year. Elana, how very fortunate our community is to have you as our new president of the PTC. And I should have said Elana Tennenbaum for those of you who don't know her on the call. I really feel like this is our last dance together. We met when our boys were toddlers in little kicker soccer, and now they are entering 8th grade together. Thank you for leading our challah team and printing the labels each week. Challah is our largest parent-teacher council fundraiser. We raise about $10,000 every year through the challah weekly purchases, and that money goes towards our Be Innovative grant, which I will speak on a little bit later. Also, thank you for all of your help with parking lot duty as well. I am so grateful to you for all of your help and support this year, and I'm so excited to be a part of the PTC executive team led by you this coming year. Next, I'd like to thank Merritt DeWitt. You are the consummate team player who, without being asked, stepped into any position needed, from the new building celebration, working on our marketing and communication strategy, teacher appreciation, Special Friends Day, and lunchroom executive liaison. All of your contributions were meaningful and impactful. Thank you. And Erica Thacker, you led our retail and fundraising strategy this year through our Eagle merchandise from the online Spirit store with persistence and creativity. You managed our Be Innovative grants, also known as BIG, with diligence and grace. And thanks to Erica's leadership, we will be taking our funds raised this year, and we are thrilled to announce that we will be financing 4 big proposals this year, and more information will be coming forth in the next few weeks on that. So thank you for all that you've contributed to our executive team over the past 2 years. You will certainly be missed around the table and on the court. Lori Silverman, similar to Jerry Reinsdorf, you kept our entire team in check with our finances. Your brilliant mind, kind heart, and due diligence to keep us within our budget while making mindful decisions was greatly appreciated. Thank you for looking at all opportunities presented from every angle and keeping us on task, and for leading our Jeff and Young family committees. I definitely could not have done it without you. Julie Zuckerman, thank you for leading our evolving community engagement and parent education and PALS committees. Your thoughtfulness and kindness were contagious and helped us to recruit rookie members to participate in our PTC. Jody Gruber, thank you for coming up with our game day agendas and documenting our plays. Your duo role as executive liaison for Yad B'Yad contributed to a winning year. Allison Becker and Danielle Sandler, thank you to both of you for coaching and leading our grade coordinators through a very challenging year. Your efforts are appreciated. Allison, thank you for going above and beyond recently for teacher appreciation with the recent succulents from Swanson's Florist, and for leading the Booster Club to a winning season. And last but not least, our advisory committee. It is important to recognize all of our previous championship years, led by the incredible Miriam Lickstein, Tamara Sokolek, Lori Rosen, and Jody Harris. You all made such a positive impact on our community. Mim, Tamara, and Lori, all of our thanks, love, and best wishes to you and your family as you graduate from our community, but yet you will always, always be in our hearts and in our community. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Rebecca Cohen and Claudia Mendelson for a presentation for our outgoing 8th grade families.
All right, Charlie's gonna unmute us. All right, Claudia, say hi.
Hi everyone.
All right, I can take my jacket off,
Let's
right?
go.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So I've been dreading this forever. Years ago, I did the math after I had Sadie, and I realized all these people who I love so much are going to leave, and I'm not leaving when they leave. And also it means I'll have to do their PTC goodbye. And here we are. This is not exactly how I envisioned it, but.
Totally. I'm with you.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
All right. Give us a sec.
Watch and enjoy, people.
Yep.
Welcome to our 8th grade celebration of outgoing families. We are so thrilled that you are here and that you've been here for so long.
We know that one of the many, many disappointments of the end of this school year was not getting to see Frozen Junior, but good news, today we have for you Frozen Senior. It's even better. Okay, it's not, but we hope at least it can make you guys smile. I hope you all know how much you will be missed.
Truly, truly, truly. We can't cry yet, Rebecca.
Okay, okay. Off we go. Many thanks to come.
On with the show.
Min? Tamra? Lori? Do you wanna be the president? Promise it won't be too much work. You really know everyone, had so much fun, and came with many a perk. We used to wonder who would lead us, but then you did. We were so lucky we could cry. Do you wanna be the president? It doesn't have to be the president. The school is closed to the students tonight, not a teacher to be seen. Our family's in isolation, and PTC's still in swing. Volunteers are still needed, even though we're all inside. Can't do it without you, heaven knows we've tried. Don't leave us yet, can't you see we need you here? You have to be, you volunteer, so please don't go. But we know it's time to go. Please don't go, please don't go. Can we hold you back for more? Please don't go, please don't go. Stick around, I'll close the door.
Okay, I thought I would say nice things, but I feel way too weepy, so you guys can just be impressed.
Thank you, Tamra, for all that you have done for us. The list is endless. Charlie?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom, for all the hard work that you've done at Bernard Zell.
Thank you, Arla. Look at that list. Thank you so
I
much.
know. It's amazing.
Thanks for volunteering so much at school, Mom. We love you.
Leslie Ballin, rock star. Thank you.
I like how Claudia has to do all the thank yous now.
I
I warned you. I
I
said this
got you.
afternoon.
I
I'm
got
already
you.
weepy.
Go, Charlie.
Thank you, Mom, for always being a great volunteer at school for the past 14 years. We love you.
We love you, Mom.
Thank you, Donna.
I love this picture.
So cute.
It's weird how you haven't aged at all. It's a little upsetting.
Hey, Mom, you're the best. Thanks for all the helpful years at school. We love you.
We love you.
Thank you, Dina. Also,
Thank you.
a non-ager.
I know. I'm feeling terrible about myself.
Thank you.
Mom, thanks for always supporting our school. We love you.
Lori, I hope you've laughed and cried. That was you told me you needed to laugh and cry.
Thank
That's
you,
a long
Lori.
list, sister.
Thank you for all that you have done for the school, Lori. Truly.
Mom, you're fantastic.
Thank you for all the volunteering.
We love you.
Suzanne Lambert,
Thank
you for all you've done. So appreciative.
Mom, thank you so much. We love you.
Mwah.
She's not on.
Thank you, Janine.
Janine is too busy with her new puppy.
Oh,
Thanks so much, Mom, for helping out on the PTC all this year. We're super grateful for all the amazing work you do.
thank you, Ceci. So much. Truly appreciate all of your involvement.
Mom, for volunteering at school so many times.
We love you, Mommy.
You do so much for us and our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill.
Thanks, Jill.
Rebecca.
I am a mess. I
I
knew
can hear it. I can hear it. So appreciative, Jill.
Hi, Mom. Thank you for all the hard work you have put into Bernard Zell the past few years. We can really see the impact you made on the school. Thank you so much.
I love how much everyone needs haircuts.
Thank you, Janet. Such important involvement that you've had for us.
Thank you, Mom, for all the years you volunteered at our school.
Thank you, Jody.
Jody, this does not reflect how much you've done because being an 8th grade room coordinator is about a 30-hour-a-week job. So know how much we appreciate everything you've done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom, for helping out at the school so much. I love you.
Marina, same with you. It does not reflect at all how much you have done. You've done a million things and you're always there. Thank you.
Mom, thank you so much for everything you've done for our school. We love you.
Cheryl, thank you. You jumped in, did so many things. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, Mom. You're amazing. I love you.
Okay, this is the hardest one. No, I can't do it.
Rebecca.
I know, I even wrote something. It's so hard. I literally can't imagine being at school without Miriam. Miriam, everyone needs to take a second to appreciate how many things you have done. This list doesn't even come close to covering it, but I think you took every leadership role there was and you hit it out of the park. And you're a wonderful friend to literally everybody.
I can attest to that.
And I hope you'll come back and be 8th grade room coordinator just for fun in 3 years because I cannot imagine doing it without you. So thank you, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Amazing.
Mom, what's Bernard Zell gonna do without you?
It's a good thing you're still on the board.
We love you. Thank you.
BZ's been your home for a decade, we guess. And we're sad this day is here. We're all starting to cry. 'Cause like you're the cream of the crop, you're the best of the best. You've made this place fantastic, so we'll shed a tear and thank you, and thank you. PTC was your place. You'll be nothing like it ever was before. It's fun to open car doors. It's fun to open car doors. It's fun to open car doors. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's fun to open car doors.
All right, and a big thank you to Celia for our singing and to Charlie Cohen for all of our tech support. Everyone.
We'd love to raise a glass.
For a second.
Yeah.
Raise a glass to yourselves, to each other. Thank you.
Thank you so
We
much.
wouldn't be the school we were without all of you.
Hey, Tracy.
We will miss you terribly. And cheers to you all. Please, everyone, stay safe. And we're just super thankful for all of you and very grateful.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow, that was an amazing presentation. And Celia, your voice is so beautiful. And Charlie, putting that all together was just truly incredible. Thank you, Rebecca and Claudia, for all of your time and effort and laughs and tears that went into that. So thank you. The creativity in sending off our 8th grade graduating parents is just so beautiful. So thank you. I'd like to now thank all of our parent volunteers who were PTC co-chairs, committee members, and grade coordinators. To show my appreciation to all of you and our exec team, a donation has been made in everyone's honor to our Bernard Zell COVID-19 Relief Fund. Your names are highlighted on the screen. There are too many to list out individually, but I would like to highlight a few. First, our HESED team, Alyssa Gitlow, Lisa Resnick, Brett Klugman, Erin Cohn, and Abby Aloni. You have worked all year long on acknowledging and supporting our simchas and our sad times as a community. To Tamar Jacoby, PAL's co-chair, and your entire team in welcoming and educating our new families. And to our tremendous teacher appreciation team of Tamar and Mercy Price, Lindsay Yaffa, and Jenny Myers. You did a phenomenal job showering our teachers and staff with our gratitude throughout the year. To Jenna Gutman for developing such a capable and devoted Yad B'Yad team. Thank you to you and all of your co-chairs for carrying our community hand in hand and being kind and generous both before and during the pandemic. To the challah co-chairs, Cheryl Necklace, Joe Aaron, and Laura Latin. Thank you each week for ordering the challah and organizing the volunteers to deliver. And Elana, again, thanks to you for doing the labels every week and overseeing that team. Thank you to Brooke Hillman and Mercy Price for stepping up and taking on a role of parking lot duty, which really was not like the most popular role to do, and yet you did the most important role ensuring that our kids got out of their cars and into school safely each and every day. Samantha Mann and Mindy Kirsch, thank you for working with Chef Ben and organizing our parent volunteers in the lunchroom. And our book swap and book fair co-chairs, thank you for being so dedicated to our community and working so closely with Rena and Andy. And Leslie Ballin and Donna Goodhart, you will be missed at the cash register, but you are always welcome to come back and volunteer, and we hope that you will. As I said, there are too many co-chairs and committee members to name each and every one, but please know how all of your efforts and good deeds contributed to our year. And I personally thank you and wish you good health and a safe and fun summer. At this time, I am thrilled to pass the PTC President gavel to Elana Tennenbaum, one of the kindest, most dedicated, and sincere individuals I know, and that I am lucky enough to call my dear friend. Elana, here you go.
Thank
Mazel
you.
tov. Thank you.
I have the very difficult job of thanking you.
I wrote a little something. Ever since I've been a part of the PTC, which is a long time already, I have had the opportunity to attend these meetings. And one of the things I loved so much were the cute rhyming thank yous that have, historically been our way to thank our president. So I came up with something. I am not a professional poet, so just bear with me. So, an ode to our president. For those of you who haven't gotten to spend the kind of time that Tracy and I have spent, here is a little poem that I'd like to present. There once was a woman who took on every job in the Bernard Zell book, from grade coordinator, annual fundraiser chair, and finally the presidency she took. The most kind and thoughtful friend beyond, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone quicker to respond. There is not a topic that she won't discuss, but you may find out that she has the mouth of a sailor and likes to cuss. While her strongest suit may not be delegation, PTC would be nothing without her knowledge, ability, and dedication. A fierce and loyal mama bear with the heart of gold, your footsteps to follow is a feat to behold. I have learned so much from watching you. It's like this is what you were meant for. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor. I will selfishly miss our ETC time, though I know it's not over, you're still in your prime. You have handled everything that has been thrown your way this year with such elegance and grace. It's tough to imagine how I'm supposed to take over in your place. To our fearless leader, you have been our guiding light in a world that has been absolutely anything but black and white. Thank you, Tracy, for all that you have done. You're world class and second to none. Tracy, thank you for everything you have done this year for our community to keep us together, to keep the bonds of what this community is in place. We truly appreciate you. We sent these beautiful flowers to Tracy today. I was going with a black and white theme.
I have to show them off. They're so gorgeous. Thank you.
And on the way to her house in Chicago, even though she's in Wisconsin, we sent black and white cookies coming from New York. So hopefully they will not be melted by the time you return.
Thank you.
And I'd like to take just a minute to introduce our executive team for next year, some new and some returning. Welcoming new this year will be Joe Aaron as our secretary. Merritt DeWitt is staying on and is now the president-elect. Tamar Jacoby will be the fundraising and retail strategy chair. Karen Raviv will be the marketing chair. Julie Zuckerman is returning for her second year of her 2-year term of community engagement. Lori Silverman is also in her second of her 2-year term as treasurer. Judith Shear and Erin Estelle will be taking on the grade coordinator chair roles. Thank you so much for having me tonight. Thank you for letting me learn, Tracy, and thank you for being you. I'm now gonna turn it over to Rena Citron, who will thank her library and book swap and fair volunteers.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much for including me and my co-librarian, Andy Townhouse, in this wonderful event tonight. This is the first time in 23 years we're not having our very own library volunteer luncheon in the library, and we miss all of you very much and seeing you in person, in the flesh. We're seeing you now, and that's wonderful, because it's so important to thank all of the ladies who work so hard for the library throughout the year. And I first want to point out Leslie Ballin and Donna Goodhart, our graduating library volunteers who have been integral to our book fairs and book swaps for so many years. I have the numbers in my office, but it's a lot, a real lot, and they never waver. They make their work schedules and their personal schedules around these events, and they're there full time. It's really quite impressive. And Donna is an amazing person at merchandising. She's made everything we've done so much better. Anytime there's a problem with book swap or book fair, Leslie always says, don't worry, it'll be okay. We'll get the volunteers. It's all good. And it always is all good. So thank you so much, Leslie and Donna. You will be missed, but I know you'll be back, won't you? Sometime for our book fairs and book swap. I don't know how many people know how important our weekly volunteers are. Our library really wouldn't be able to function nearly as well as it does without them. We have about 17,000 holdings. We circulate 16,000 books a year. That doesn't mean 16,000 different books go out every year, but 16,000 books do go back, come in, and some of them quite frequently. And those have to be put on the shelf, and they have to be put on the shelf in the right place, because without that, we could have the most wonderful resources, but if you can't find them, then they're worthless. And we have dedicated moms who come in weekly or bi-weekly to help us. And these are very, very special people. Erin Cohn, Lori Silverman, Emily Grossman, Victoria Pollock, and Stacy Derby are just amazing. And then, of course, you're all familiar with our book fairs and our book swap. The book swap, I think, is the greatest literacy event that we do in the entire year. And our chairs for that, in addition to Donna and Leslie, are Amanda Hirsch, Brooke Hillman, Michelle Berman, and Sherry Cromwell. And you just make it all go so smoothly, and you always have it so clear in your mind what our purpose is, and that is to serve the children of our school and the families of our school and the teachers of our school. And you're just all amazing, amazing individuals. And we don't know quite how library is going to look next year. We don't know all of those things that are going to go into having a healthy environment. We're working on that right now. But I do know that we do need our volunteers, and that we just can't function without you. So thank you all so much. And also thank you to Tracy Ankin. I didn't know you were a salty language kind of person. I haven't heard that myself. We'll have to talk more. But Tracy has been such a wonderful problem solver always. I'll say, Tracy, how are we gonna figure this out? And she's like, don't worry, we've got it. We can do this, we can do that. And she's always right. So thank you all. Thank you for the opportunity to acknowledge library volunteers. And next year, I hope we'll be back in the library doing it in person. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right. Bunch more people to thank here. And while I do not rhyme, I do sing a lot of Frozen to Finley to get her to go to bed sometimes, but I'm not going to do that tonight either. Before I get to this slide, which is obviously a very important slide, let me add a couple others first. Fundraising for our school is obviously, as everybody knows, sort of a difficult task. It is a rewarding task because, year after year we do a good job at it, and our community sort of is always engaged and ready to support everything that we're trying to do. However, I will say that it doesn't actually just happen, really, unless we have we benefit from sort of the incredible work that the advancement team puts in. So first and foremost, the first thanks are to Marna, Rachel, Sarah, Marissa, Abby, Brian, Katie, Ariel, and Candace. Again, none of this happens regardless of how dedicated any volunteer is without sort of the yeoman's work that goes in both behind the scenes and sort of at the forefront to grant us the opportunity to be successful in what we're doing. With sort of that incredible foundation underneath all of us, the rest of the volunteer team, of course, is also incredible. I mentioned we all know how difficult a process it is to go through and raise money. This year, of course, even more so, all things considered, and the efforts that went in to helping us succeed, and we did succeed, were incredible. So thanks to the Strategic Development Vice Chairs, Danny Kaufman and Tamar Jacoby. And then in each of the sort of different areas, we've got Rebecca Grains and Marcy Zoller for the annual fundraiser. Dana Hurt and Barry Malkin for the capital project co-chairs. You can see all these names, but capital campaign chairs, Tamar Alan, Judith and John, Becky and Alan. And then obviously the entire committee, it's not worth me sort of reading everybody's name, but the number of coffees, phone calls, meetings, emails, et cetera, that everyone you see in front of you on this list went through to build the incredible building that we have is incalculable. So a hearty thank you to everybody on that team. And then, of course, back to the annual side, same obvious sort of level of work. Doesn't matter what you're actually raising for. The people that you see in front of you here are also incredibly dedicated and hardworking folks who take a lot of time out of their regular days to help us build what we need to build overall. So thanks to Jeremy and Lindsay, Becky and Vince, and Josh and Jay for an incredible job well done. And that's it. Thank you very much for everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Debbie Cooper, co-chair of the Board of Trustees. What a special night. Thank you so much for having me. Appropriately, many people have been quoting Martin Luther King Jr. over the last several days. And one of the quotes that I always have posted wherever I'm working is life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And the answer for all of you is so, so much. When people talk about the Bernard Zell community, this is what they're talking about. This is what you all have built, and we are so, so grateful to benefit from all your amazing efforts. Before I thank Tracy, who I had the pleasure of serving together with on the board this year, I just want to do a quick shout out to Miriam. Miriam, I don't know where you find the time. I talk to you so often, even this morning for an hour, and I know everybody else has that experience with you too. You are so gifted and so amazing. And although you are graduating the school as a parent, I'm happy you're continuing to serve on the board with us. So mazel tov to you and mazel tov to all of you. Thank you so much for serving in partnership with us. You have brought so much passion and wisdom and empathy to the board. We often asked you to bring the parking lot chatter as well, which you did, which was always helpful to us. And we are really, really grateful we get to work closely together, even though many of our meetings took place on the soccer field on the side, watching our 7th graders play. Alana, I'm so excited to work with you next year. Alana and I met when our oldest boys were in preschool at the JCC, and it's hard to believe that they are now 7th graders, rising 8th graders. And I'm thrilled to partner with you and work closely. I know we'll have a great time together. And finally, I just wanted to say a huge mazel tov and thank you to Kobe. I saw Ariel on the phone. I think Kobe, I don't know if he was able to join. I know he was on another call, but we're so grateful to Kobe for his service on the board. He is rolling off this year after spending over 5 years with us, and we are grateful for his contributions and leadership. So with that, I close tonight. I think there's time to stay on and schmooze, but I wish everybody well and a safe, peaceful, and restful night. Thank you.
All should be unmuted. Oh. Yeah. Y'all should be unmuted. Thank you all. So, can you hear me?
I'm done crying.
There we go.
And I'm still crying from what you did. It's amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you, everybody. Again, you're an incredible team of people, volunteers, leader. Every one of you is a leader in your own right and your own heart. And like I said at the beginning, the school doesn't function as a whole without all of your dedication. And again, I feel very fortunate to be one of the many people, but one of the people who gets to work with all of you so closely. So my gratitude, especially in these difficult times with COVID and riots, and just our world has really turned upside down, and knowing that we can come to a place like this and feel that our feet are on the ground, our hearts are in the right places, really grounds us in a way that nothing else really could. So please know how lucky I feel, how lucky Bernard Zell feels, and how grateful we are for everything that you do. And with that, how about it? Everybody's unmuted. Unmute yourselves. Enjoy.
Well said, Rachel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very well spoken, Rach.
Can you share the Frozen video? That deserves to be shared.
That was amazing.
Yes, we definitely will.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
So